Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can to make it under 5 minutes. So a button that'll only work when the project is built is the quit one. I could show it right here that I'm properly calling it. So there's application.quit, and it, that prints out that just to make sure that it's actually happening. Here's my settings, and these settings do actually work. So here, I'll just make it a little bit higher. That it's gonna be kind of loud, I think. Yeah, that's kind of loud. We don't want it to be that loud, so we can go in here and change it. And same goes for the sensitivity, so let me make it something more reasonable, like right about here. And here's the audio mixer, if you're wondering. It like changes in real time. I'll make this super high just to show that that works too. So like that's me kind of moving it, as you can see. And here, and the settings using player prefs do save, so you'll see these change the moment it starts, and the slider updates too. This is also player pref. So if I make this super low, it'll be super hard to move. That's me trying really hard to move it back and forth. So yeah, that's the settings in short, pretty much the menu stuff. Could go over some of the code real quick. Uh, let's see. So there's my main menu. I'm kind of just loading everything here, loading an instance, creating basically just a new instance of the settings. Here's the settings, no mono behavior as requested, and just those are basically just the default values I put in. So that's what it's using right here. Yeah. Okay. Kind of that's pretty much everything. I mean, it just loads audio. Settings is pretty simple. It's just a lot of like creating functions and hooking them up to buttons and whatnot. And the only hard part I'd say was probably player prefs. Let me get into the actual game. So it can't move my mouse that much. Let me actually change that. That is super slow. Okay, but let me lower the volume too, actually. There we go. Make that right there, should be fine. So you can collect coins and whatnot. Put about 51 just to make a whole map. It's pretty fun. I had a fun time just using the assets. I would have done more, but I have a ton of other finals to work on. Here's some platforms I made. And the music you're hearing is from a different game that I scrapped and just never finished. So that's where that's from. And so are these sound effects. Only one that I kind of took offline is this sound right here. So whenever I press F, that'll happen. And then when I get all of them, it'll put that on screen and slow down the game using a for loop. So you can see my character slowly moving, and then eventually just completely stops. And that's pretty much everything. And here's like one of the interactables. Something that I didn't show it off actually, because you don't need to go to win. There is a secret up here, little chest. Here's another interactable you can open. You should be able to. Oh, I wasn't in the collider. It's bad a collider, but yeah. And then you can pick it up if you press E again. And then yeah, that's my two interactables. And here's the destructible right here. And I just added a score for fun and that text for fun. That's pretty much everything. So I can move fast, I can jump, I can collect coins, I can break stuff, and I can win. Yeah. Let me see. Might as well go over some code while I still have some minutes left. Let's see. Let me check it out. Okay. Uh, I guess the most where is it? There it is. Sorry, this is my player script pretty much. You can think about it like that. So the player script, it got a little bit complicated, but not too bad. I just had to add more collisions and check for ground pretty much. So here I'm checking for ground, if I can jump or not. And the movement I had to pretty much differentiate. I cannot speak English right now, but I had to just check the difference between running and walking. Otherwise the speed would be astronomically high. I added a sword animator. And the sword is actually its own like little component, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It also has an interactable, but I kind of don't count it because all it does is print something. So yeah. My interactables would be like destructibles, item, and door. Or item and switch, my bad. Switch, item, and destructibles are all my interactables. But yeah, it's pretty much everything. Yep, I had fun making this. Thank you.